Look at that. Can you hear, very softly, the faint strains of music coming over that water? That is the entryway music to Main Street, USA. Just out there at the Magic Kingdom. Just over there, dark against the sky. The pinnacles of Cinderella's castle. Little launches, little boats going over there, leading people. And then, of course, the white spires of Space Mountain. Across that way, the Contemporary Resort. And over here to my right, the Polynesian. Very, very famous. Very, very cool. This is the man-made Seven Seas Lagoon that sits in front of the Magic Kingdom theme park. On the other side, way over there, the Polynesian and the Transportation Ticket Center where guests park to come to Magic Kingdom. And behind me is something great. Behind me is something wonderful. But first, I need to tell you what's happening. This isn't just a view of a lake. This isn't just a view of a man-made lake called the Seven Seas Lagoon. And this isn't just a look at one of those resort launches taking tourists around. This is the Sometimes Vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. Boat! Look at that boat! It's taking guests from the Magic Kingdom over to, apparently, the Polynesian Resort over that way. And where are we? Where are we? Well, not only are we locked inside the crazy world of the Sometimes Vlog, we are at this. Bum, 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 bum. The Grand Floridian Hotel, resort and spa, resort and conference center, the Grand Floridian. Now it's kind of a rather blustery day. It must be Wednesday because it's a little windy, and I apologize for the sound the wind makes with the camera, and the fact that I can't control the weather is pretty much well established by now, although I do keep trying to control the weather with the power of the Cobra. I don't think Florida weather respects the rules. I don't think so. Look at this place. It looks like the Overlook Hotel a little bit from The Shining, and I can't shake that feeling. It's a little shining-ish, a little shining-esque. This is the fanciest, the schmanciest, the schnazziest hotel I have ever been to. I was staying in Kissimmee, Florida, off Highway 192, in a little hotel I can't remember the name of actually off the top of my head right now. And there were like little creepy crawlies in the hotel, not like bed bugs or anything, but just like little bugs everywhere. And there were gators behind it, and it was creepy and crawly. It was actually not that bad, it was fine. But somebody, one of you vlog people was like, Justin, would you like to stay at the Grand Floridian Hotel? And I was like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. A stranger, a kind stranger, you don't have to do something so nice for me. But then the person sorta, well, twisted my arm, not too hard, and look at this. Now I am staying at this, the Grand Floridian Hotel. So I only had really last night and then tonight, and then I'm heading home on Tuesday to sleep well in Anaheim, California. But my last couple of days here at Walt Disney World are spent sleeping here at the Grand Floridian. It's crazy. I know what you're thinking. What the heck? What the heck? This is probably the most expensive, nicest hotel I have ever stayed at in my entire life. Just look at it. Just look at the size of it. It looks a lot like the Hotel del Coronado in San Diego. It's a big, giant, Victorian-themed hotel. So it's like if all the people on little old Main Street, USA became oil-rich billionaires, moved to a central location and built the fanciest possible hotel they could with all of their money and all of their resources. That's kind of what the Grand Floridian would be like. It's themed to, you know, Walt Disney's grand memories of the turn of the century times and all that kind of stuff. And it is very, very fancy inside. And of course it looks right over there towards the Polynesian, which is all tiki themed and awesome. And I stepped in there last night for the very first time. I stepped off the monorail. I took a quick, literally 14-minute look around. Back there is the ferry boats that take people from Magic Kingdom to the parking lot over there, our Transportation Ticket Center. And all around are monorails that actually stop at that hotel, this hotel, and the Contemporary way across the way. So these are like the deluxe Disney resorts by the Magic Kingdom. They're insane. I never thought in a million years I would get to stay in one of the deluxe things. Would you like to see the room? I know you would like to see the room. Let's go see the room. Let's go see the room. All right, come in, and flip around this way. My room at the Grand Floridian. Now you can't judge it too harshly. I did sleep in here already. It's not super fresh. Look at this. A chair. Oh, I have a chair. King of the castle. King of the castle, look at this. 1 bed. 2 beds. The beds are a little messy because I spent quite a bit of time jumping between them yesterday. Look at this, a whole painting thing of the place where we are. And then this chest of drawers thing, which is very weird. Doesn't it look like something from Beauty and the Beast? And it does, of course, have the Gideon Bible in there, like every hotel. So weird. Oh, look at this. A giant TV stand thing with more drawers. No surprises in it. Whoa. Except for coffee. I was going to say no surprises in the drawers, except for the coffee and the Earl Grey tea, because you never know. Look at this. More drawers. And then, of course, a fridge. A little sneaky hidden fridge with cups and mugs and things. That's nice. Look at this. Plugs. And then this mighty couch. Look at the pillows. They say GF on them, which could stand for girlfriend, could stand for gluten-free, or could stand for the Grand Floridian. I like to think they stand for gluten-free because that makes me feel safe in here. Flipping around these nice curtains is this cool chair. Look at this cool chair. Something familiar about the design of this chair. It's almost like there's some sort of hidden Donald Duck. Just the head here and the... Oh, I'm kidding. Look at that hidden Mickey thing right there. Hidden. Look at that. And then over, we've got a little desk for doing work. That's a picture of me because I was backing up some of my photos. That's mundane, but also kind of cool and interesting. And look at these headboards. They're made of some sort of soft, leathery leather glove material padded with little crystal balls. And at nighttime, Madame Leota appears in these balls and sings you to sleep. Sing me to sleep. Sing me. Not really, but it'd be cool. You can imagine what it'd be like if she did, though, right? These beds are super comfortable. They're all squishy and soft and wonderful. They don't feel like the plywood that I sleep on normally. And they wrap you in their loving embrace and their cuddly goodness. And, this hotel is just like any other house. Oh, wait, hold on a second. And there's crystal. Crystal! Is this real crystal? Is that real crystal? Put it in your purse. Put it in your purse. Put it in your purse. Let me see if I can turn this light off so you can sort of see. Crystals! Crystals, put it in your purse. Uncle Frank needs this crystal. And here's a closet. I opened it. There's like hair dryer and a robe. I've never had a robe. What is a robe? What do you do with a robe? Just wear it around like, what's up? Like wear it out to the pool like, hey baby, wearing a robe. You wanna hang out? No? That's cool. That's cool. I knew. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And then here's a bathroom. Ooh, fancy. This is a sink. You use this for washing your hands. If your hands get dirty with germs, you put them in there and wash them. And then they're clean. They have all these little fancy things. Look at how fancy. Disney Resorts. Disney Resorts. Solar Relief Gel? Solar Relief Gel? Softening mint foot rub? Hydrating body lotion, while sea salt bath soap. And then over here are the ones from inside of the shower. I took them out just to inspect them. Like, what are those? What are those for? There's a massive, huge mirror in here. And then in here is the bathroom with it's got a toilet. I feel like you know what a bathroom's like. Oh, what I was going to say is, this hotel, though, like any other home, it's not about what's in the room. It's not about the furniture. And it's not about the space or the cleanliness, even though let me tell you, the cleanliness helps. It's about what you put inside. Just like a home. What makes a house a home is what you put inside. And what makes this hotel room at least a good temporary home is what I put inside. Mountain Dew. Super nice to come to a place with Mountain Dew. And you know what rhymes with dew? Is this. This view. The best part of this is this view. Now this place has got views of the Magic Kingdom in certain rooms. This though, we are looking at the very tippity northwest corner of the Seven Seas Lagoon, and every couple of minutes, monorails pass over this little chunk of lagoon, going towards Magic Kingdom, which is right over there, and coming back from Magic Kingdom to the resort, because the resort has its own monorail station. That just blows my mind. Monorail's right outside your window. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be on that one. Ugh! Now this place is big, huge, and I have not seen all of it, but the way to my monorail, to the Magic Kingdom, is right through these doors and through the lobby. I have to admit, when I first came here yesterday, I was a little bit overwhelmed by the grandeur. This is a pretty pricey place to stay. Apparently a lot of celebrities and famous, rich, powerful people stay in this hotel. And when I showed up, there were about 1 million people wearing brown khakis and white polo shirts and looking fancy, and I did not feel comfortable. Let me tell you, look at this. Ooh, someone's getting their wedding photos taken. That's so fancy. They're so fancy. I am not fancy. Look over here, giant glass elevator going up from the bottom floor to the second floor. Here's this cage here. There's a human-sized door on this bird cage. I really don't understand. Look at all these little seating areas. I think this is where they put the miscreants. I'm pretty sure if you don't behave while you're here, they stick you in this cage. I'm not 100% sure. I have no facts to back that up. But that's my suspicion. Look at this, you guys. I thought the Grand Californian was big. The Grand Floridian is so big and so fancy. Anyway, I felt so uncomfortable here, hobnobbing amongst the wealthy and the powerful and the rich, until I realized that even though it was a stranger who did an amazing kindness for me to be here, I realized all of a sudden I was like, do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? Hold on, I'm reaching for a prop. I'm allowed to be here. I'm allowed to be here. And once I realized that, all of my discomfort away. All my discomfort went away. Look at this. And I got super, super stoked. And then it became super, super funny. Here I am, the gangly, skinny kid from Anaheim with the Muppet arms, walking around your giant, fancy hotel. You better come out and pound me. Look at that. Look at these Titanic stairs. So cool. Last night when I came in here, I'm running up the stairs. Stairs take too long. Last night when I came up here, there was a band playing over there. Soft instrumental jazz versions of like Let It Go, Let It Go, and all kinds of other Disney music. Winnie the Pooh was playing from over here. They have this Commander Porter store. Let me give you an example of the kind of how much this is just not the type of place I'm used to being in. Not that it's super rich. I mean, 1 million normal people come here too. They save up their money. But look at this. Commander Porter. There's a menswear store in here that sells like clothes I wouldn't even know how to wear, and a lot of brown khaki pants right next to one of those bars that I'm pretty sure when people drink in it at night, they make really crazy business decisions that affect hundreds of thousands of people's jobs and employment and stuff. Look at this. The band plays up here, just out at the lobby, whether anyone's listening or no. It's the craziest, most amazing thing ever. And just out those doors across the way is a monorail station, just like the ones that was passing by my room, and it takes you to the Magic Kingdom, where I, unfortunately, for the purposes of looking at the Grand Floridian, have to go. Ooh, Victoria and Albert's restaurant, all kinds of fancy restaurants and theming in here. It's crazy. I never thought I would be in a place like this, and the moral of the story is you have to open your heart and be sensitive. I know that if you're a sensitive person and you're trusting, what happens is you're opening yourself up to get hurt, and a lot of us have been hurt and burned really badly by being sensitive people who open your heart and you trust people and you get burned and you get suspicious and you don't want to look. There's a salon in there. There's a salon in there. You get hurt, you get burned, and things in your life happen and you don't like them, and then you want to close up and go, I'm not going to trust anyone. If you lock your door and all you do is go to school, you go to work, You go to Walmart, you come home, you lock your doors, and you never come outside, you never trust anybody, you never open your heart, and you never open your mind to the possibilities that maybe there's some good out there in other people in the world, you will never experience anything. True, you won't experience the bad. Your life will be easier, and you'll be locked in there with maybe your family and 1 or 2 friends, and you'll be comfortable, kinda. But you're never gonna grow as a person. You're never going to experience any highs or lows. If you want to experience high highs like this, you better experience low lows. And you have to open yourself up and be able to trust people and realize that at the core of every human being is something good, I think. I think at the core of all humanity is something that's essentially good. Yeah, there's a lot of broken, damaged people, and they like to project all their broken damage onto us and say negative, uncomfortable, crazy things, and they're suspicious, they're paranoid. Actually, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not following you, but they like to lash out and hurt people and see people as enemies or see people as threats. But really, at the end of the day, people are falling in love, getting married, people are visiting places with their families, people are doing kind and generous deeds every single day. That guy really looks like Dr. Drew down there. Dr. Drew? Dr. Drew? From Loveline? Dr. Drew? Dr. Drew? Dr. Drew? Actually, the more I look at him, the more it actually does look like Dr. Drew is sitting down there. That's super weird. Anyway, the point is the world is a good place. A wonderful place. A grand place, if you will. And I'm having an experience I've never had. Look at this dapper gentleman. Look at this dapper old gentleman. The Grand Floridian here. Look at this guy. Look at that hat. Look at him. That guy is dapper goals. Hold on, let's just sneak around here. He is dapper. That's Richard. He's a fixture here, like a lighting fixture. Look at that. What a wonderful thing to see on my way to the monorail station and out to the Magic Kingdom. So the point is, people are good. Gotta open yourself up. Gotta trust people. Gotta open your mind, your heart, and your legs to the walking of the going to places of the possibilities. Anything can happen. This is living proof. There have been so many times in my life where I sat down in a broken down van on the side of a highway with a bunch of scraggly kids playing rock and roll music, and we didn't have any food. No food, nothing to eat, nowhere to sleep, nowhere to stay. Out in the middle of some highway we've never been before. There have been so many times in my life where I was home, staring at the wall, thinking, how in the world am I going to pull this one off with a negative $100 in your bank account, and trying to figure things out. I have gone all kinds of places, met all kinds of people, done all kinds of things. Some of them didn't work out, some of them did. And all I've learned is you just gotta keep trying, you just gotta keep struggling, you just gotta keep swimming. And honestly, as hard as it is, you have to keep your head and your heart open towards trusting people and realizing that not everybody is bad, no matter who's burned you or how hard. And as difficult as it is, and sometimes it's a daily struggle, part of the quest for positivity, you have to realize that you have to open yourself up eventually to trust people. Not everybody necessarily. You don't have to trust every Jake that walks up to you on the street and says, let me shake your hand, madam. Especially if you're a sir. That would be confusing and probably pretty weird. But you just have to try to open yourself up. Anything can happen. Living proof. Living proof. Okay, there's a Mary Poppins topiary down there. I'm very distracted, and I'm gonna catch the monorail. I love you guys. Subscribe for some more adventures. See you later. Bye-bye.